Hello, I am a 28-year-old female, and I'm still looking for Mr. Right. I have had a lot of suitors over the years that wanted to marry me, but I would always tell myself that I needed to finish college first. And I had a list of physical and financial requirements for a guy to even get my attention. Most times I would always turn them down because I am too picky. As I got older, I noticed that the amount of guys that were showing interest were dwindling. To widen the pool of people I meet, I became more active in church, since dating apps are not popular around my area. Plus, I had this idea that I wanted to marry a God-fearing man. I have always been picky with the type of guys that I date. If you ask me about what attracts me most to a guy, I wouldn't think twice before I say his height. I adore tall men. I love them with muscles too. It's no wonder it took me so long to notice our new pianist in our church. I was very active in the church choir, and I always felt someone staring at me. I followed the gaze one day and realized it was him, the pianist. He turned out to be a short guy and working a regular job, so I ignored him with passion. Our church organized a program, and that was when our path crossed. After speaking to him, I was wowed. I think he's kind of cool, I said to myself and gave him my number. He didn't call nor text me, but each time we met in church, we exchanged pleasantries. One night I saw a text on my WhatsApp. It was from him. I replied and soon our conversation caught fire. He told me a lot of things about himself. He told me he had been dating a certain girl for 12 years. A part of me jerked. Our conversation moved from WhatsApp to phone calls. In our 4th month of friendship, I went to his house for the first time. He casually mentioned one morning as we spoke that he was going to buy food, and I offered to cook for him instead. He took me up on my offer, and that was how I ended up in his house. My culinary skills shocked him. He said, "I didn't expect you to be this good." Maybe the meals I cooked made him remember the ones he ate at his mother's kitchen. He opened up to me the way I didn't expect. He talked about the turmoil in his relationship and how he wishes things would turn around for good. The two of us became emotional and ended up kissing each other. We became inseparable after that day. I was as single as a dollar bill, and except for his girlfriend that he said he was having problems with, everything was cool. I saw a flicker of happiness in his demeanor after the kiss. His girlfriend's absence didn't seem to affect him as much because he had me showering him with all kinds of care and attention he needed. At some point, we came to an agreement to quit whatever was going on between us. He had a relationship to salvage, and my presence in his life wasn't helping to make things easier. Yes, things were not going on well between them. But he loved his girlfriend and wanted to make things work. We agreed to part ways, but before the sun could set, we were back together. We tried again. This time we agreed not to be intimate. We would only remain friends, just friends, and nothing more. It was hard for me to say yes to such agreement, but I had to. It looked like my love wasn't enough for him to forget about his girlfriend. At first, I was okay with being his friend. Then I wanted more of him than just a mere friendship. Everything in me said, "Girl, it's okay to walk away." But I didn't. I stayed around him. I convinced myself that one day he will come back to his senses. I know that his girlfriend is not the woman he should have given his love to. He will one day realize I'm the best bet. And when that day comes, he will leave everything and come to me. I believe what his friends told him when he introduced me to them as his new friend. They said, "It looks like you love this one. It shows in the way you look at her." He realized I was there for him, so whenever he had a fight with his girlfriend, he would run to me, rant the issue to me to make him happy. I would allow myself to get intimate with him. I became his rebound partner. On the day when he felt low, I was the one he rushed to get high. When he fought his girlfriend and needed to feel like the man he was, I was the one he came to express the height of his masculinity. When all went dim in his life, He ran to me knowing very well that I would hold the touch for him. At some point, I got tired of giving him all and not getting anything back. So I said to myself, never would I avail myself for his carnal desires. It stops here and now. The very next day, around 1 a.m., he called me. He was crying. He said he was down and needed someone to talk to. After the call, I couldn't sleep. The next morning, I was in his house. He said, she left me again. She found someone else. He wept. He said he was done trying to make things work between them. That morning, I gave it to him again. It was intense. What we had that morning couldn't be compared to anything we have had ever done. It was my best shot at lovemaking. I said to myself, victory at last. He's all mine now. I asked him not to put a tag on us while he heals from his relationship. I knew how hard it was for him, so I wasn't going to pressure him. I saw him trying so hard to love me, but I knew better. I knew he was using me to forget his girlfriend. Some days he was vulnerable with me. He would plead that I don't leave him and promise to get over her completely and to be mine. They say time heals all wounds, right? I prayed it healed him too. Months passed, but his pains didn't go away. He became bitter and get angry over little things. I wanted a man, not a broken piece. It broke my heart to see him suffer and waste away. So I did something I never thought I could do. I sent his ex a text. I begged her to return to him. I told her how miserable he was without her. She said, I will see what I can do. She took her time, but she finally accepted to go back to him. They reconciled and started afresh. Everything was going on well. He was happier than I had seen him in a very long time. When he came complaining about her again, I decided not to listen. Last year November through the 1st of January, they were fighting. I spent my 31st December with him and his girlfriend. It didn't feel right, but he insisted that I should be there. On the 1st of January, we went out with some friends and came back drunk. We made love again. I snuck out the next morning before he could wake up. He called angry that I left without telling him. On Monday morning, he called me to see him after work. I did, and that was when he dropped the bomb. I'm taking my relationship to the next step. We are scheduling a day for me to go to her family and do the introduction. My heart was wrecked. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, but what could I do? I wasted a year of my life loving someone that I should have run away from. My relationship with him was no different from dating a married man. The worst part is, I stupidly remained faithful to him. In my mind, I had him and didn't need anyone. The announcement spelled the end of whatever existed between us. I guess he found the kind of love he wanted in that lady. I pray to find love too. For now, all I can do is to move on and allow my heart to heal. The next time you hear from me, I will be telling you about my Mr. Right.